It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the Tuesday Travel and Cruise Industry News podcast on this, the 23rd day of January 2024. Coming to you from Bedford County, Virginia. A little bit warmer day today. Of course, I've got a busy day this afternoon. I'm actually going to the eye doctors that I got canceled out of last week. So we are going to get out and about this afternoon a little bit. Several stories this morning. Of course, our lead story today is Royal Caribbean's Greenest ship. Also today, we're going to talk about crew saving wedding dreams. Carnival bans the balcony stunt passenger we talked about yesterday. A gastrointestinal outbreak on Carnival Elation. Huge price increase from Princess. ACL Glory Christened. Norwegian Cruise Line's Getaway completes 10 years of service. That and lots more here at 11 o'clock this morning. Today, folks, is National Pie Day. I don't care what kind of pie you get. Just go have a piece of pie sometime today. I mean, it could even be a piece of quiche. That's a piece of pie. Of course, you know me, I won't do something healthy. I'll do something unhealthy. I do like pie. I like several kinds of pie. So, if you're listening via the podcast, welcome aboard. You can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcast from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the fat guy. All the big hitters, doesn't matter who they are, just search for it and you'll come up with it. I do understand that we're losing Google Podcasts. So they're going out next month, I think it is. So we will transfer those viewers over to other networks as we go along. Anytime you're listening via the podcast, there's always a link in the description in case you want to jump over to the video feed so you can check out any videos or clips we have on that day's show. If you haven't done so already, folks, smash that thumbs up button. That helps the channel out a lot. And take this as my invitation to subscribe to this channel. That helps us out a bunch. I'm heading for 10,000 subscribers by next Tuesday. Actually, we're at 5,152, 5,153, something like that. 5,200 probably in the next day or so. All right, the top story today comes from our friends over at Royal Caribbean. And it's about Icon of the Seas. Actually, Ben Sousa from Cruise Fever put together a piece about Royal Caribbean's Greenest ship and did all the research and so forth on it. Last week, the world's greenest ship, Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, arrived in Miami for the first time. The ship is scheduled to sail its inaugural cruise this coming weekend after being christened by soccer great Lionel Messi. Icon of the Seas is the first ship to ever cross the 250,000 gross ton mark. Cruise ships are measured in size by gross tonnage, not the actual weight of the vessel. It's about 7% larger than the previous largest cruise ship, Wonder of the Seas. Icon of the Seas is the first Royal Caribbean cruise ship to be powered by LNG. cruise line stated that it's expected to reduce sulfur emissions by almost 100% and carbon emissions by around 30%. It's the cruise line's greenest and most environmentally friendly ship to date. Icon of the Seas is powered by 6 dual fuel engines with the ability to use LNG. When a port is equipped with shore power, the ship will plug into the grid and will be able to operate without using the engines while in port. That will eliminate a lot of emissions in the port areas. Royal Caribbean is using artificial intelligence technology to epitomize the ship's routes for maximum efficiency. An air lubrication system will send microscopic air bubbles under the hull that will reduce friction and allow the ship to use less fuel when sailing from port to port. This helps reduce CO2 emissions by 5 to 10%. Now, it'll be interesting when Katie, our own Katie, is going to be on Icon of the Seas. I'll be on a different ship at the same time, but Katie's going to be on Icon of the Seas. I wonder if she can tell there's air bubbles underneath her, or if you even see air bubbles. I don't know. I've not witnessed air bubbles. So that's a question we're gonna have to ask Katie. Can she tell that there's air bubbles involved? Excess heat produced by the ship's 6 engines will be captured, harnessed, and repurposed instead of being wasted. Icon of the Seas is equipped with a wastewater management system that treats every drop of water above regulatory standards. The ship has its own environmental officer who tests the water daily and oversees all initiatives and training. More than 93% of the ship's fresh water is produced on board using a reverse osmosis desalination plant. The cruise ship also has ballast water treatment that prevents non-native species from being transported port to port. Icon of the Seas also has a waste-to-energy system that uses microwave-assisted pyrolysis technology that turns trash into energy that the ship can use. The ship has a strict recycling program to ensure that 90% of the trash on board never reaches a landfill. It has a state-of-the-art waste management room that is fully equipped to manage a single stream recycling process. Royal Caribbean has a dedicated team on board that will use a custom-built app to reduce food waste. Icon of the Seas will sail week-long cruises from Terminal A in Port Miami to the Caribbean each week. I am looking forward the following week of seeing Icon when I'm in Miami. So I'm hoping that I get to see her. That's interesting. I'll have to check the days against my schedule on Magnifica when I get on that after the Epic cruise. All right, I'll be back with a couple more stories, folks, after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. And our next story today, folks, comes from our friend over at Holland American, a story written by Andrea Santolin of Cruise Radio. What do crew members do when their shoreside wedding plans fall through? Let their colleagues throw them an impromptu wedding on board. The love story of crew doctor Amar Ajmad and hotel executive assistant Faye Bassa couldn't be perfect for Holland American Line. They met while working on the Holland America cruise ship Koningsdam in 2023, dated, got engaged on another ship before the year ended, After that, they were both assigned to Westerdam for the first part of the year. They made plans to tie the knot in January in Manila, Philippines, where Basa is originally from. Their chosen date would allow them to spend extra time in Basa's country while letting her father, a 20-year employee of Holland America, attend. As the day approached, immigration challenges threatened their wedding plans. Instead of canceling the ceremony, their Westerdam colleagues rallied to their support by planning a wedding on board. They reserved the lounge in the Crow's Nest, affording the couple's marital union gorgeous views from the top of the cruise ship. The venue was decorated with flowers and rose petals, while dinner followed in the main dining room as the Vista class Westerdam was docked in Manila. The crew also onboarded the couple's family members, friends, photographers, makeup artists, and the imam who would officiate the ceremony. Boss's father was in attendance, while the hotel manager was the groom's witness. Though the ceremony was far from what Ajmad and Basa had imagined, it was perhaps more fitting for the love story that began and blossomed on Holland America. Great story. Story. All right. Yeah, and a follow-up story to a story we had yesterday. Carnival Cruise Line has banned the crazy woman who pulled the ridiculous and dangerous balcony stunt that went viral on a TikTok video. Carnival did not say if the guest was caught while in the act or when the video surfaced on TikTok, but they dealt with the matter swiftly. Good for Carnival. I mean, I wasn't the only one to call for him to do that. There was a lot of people, and many of you guys that cruise, that were calling for the same thing. Ban the damn woman. And they did. I fuss at Carnival a lot. I'm not going to fuss at you about that one. Boy, I love Princess, but I'm not happy about this one at all. If you thought that introducing Starlink to cruise ships would mean that internet pricing would go down, yeah, boy, you were wrong about that one. While the cost of Starlink is significantly less than what cruise lines paid in the past for internet access from satellite providers, the cruise industry has found a new model for making money. Offer faster internet, charge more money. Princess Cruise Line sent a letter to travel agents informing them of a 65% increase in the cost of an internet connection for a single device on board and a 12% increase for a 4-device package. The catch: if you buy the internet packages with other offers, such as beverage packages, the price remains at the old levels. The emphasis from Princess is on unchanged price of the Princess Plus and Princess Premier package, which makes individual packages extremely unattractive against the premium package prices. You know, I love the fact that I can do Princess Plus package on cruises for $60 a day. That covers my good internet that I have to do the shows, the drinks package, and I don't even remember what else. That's the two main things for me. Oh, my Diet Coke package. You know, I get all the Diet Cokes I want. I get booze, all the booze I want, and I think it's up to like $16 or something like that on Princess. And it's $60 a day. So for a cruise, it's like $420. Okay, that's not bad. When you get the drinks packages that are $800-$900, hell no. But anyway, I like, for instance, the way they do it. I don't like the fact that they're now going to charge $25 a day just for the internet, because eventually they'll add that price on to the drinks package. Don't, you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes, princess. I know it's coming. I mean, obviously take advantage of Princess Plus while you can, because I got a feeling we'll see more money soon. All right. The machine ate a picture. Not even going to try to go over there and find it real quickly. I'm just going to set up and do the story. Crew members aboard Carnival Cruise Line's Carnival Elation have implemented enhanced cleaning procedures following elevated reports of nausea and vomiting on board, common symptoms of norovirus, and several other highly communicable diseases. While none of the reports have been severe, the ship completed extra thorough cleaning ahead of the embarkation for its sailing yesterday from Jacksonville. Now, there is no word yet as if it surpassed the threshold of the CDC. If 2% of the passengers and crew reported 6, then the CDC gets involved. Haven't seen anything or heard anything from CDC yet, so I'm not sure of the total numbers. It might have been a preemptive attack by the Elation crew just to try to deep clean things better before the cruise that they're on now. So anyway, there's still all kinds of stuff out there we got to guard against, folks. You got the old fashioned, now what's now considered old fashioned, pandemic related stuff. You got RSV out there now. You got norovirus out there now. You just got to be as safe as you can. People will disagree with this. I had an interesting talk with my financial advisor yesterday because he failed to get a flu shot this year. He got caught up, and he and his wife went on a cruise. He didn't get the flu shot. They both got the flu. She had gotten her flu shot. In 2 days, she was done with it. It was over and done with. He was down and out for 5 days. So, I got the flu shot. I got the booster several months ago now. This afternoon, while I'm out, I'm going to get the RSV as well. And I'm not trying to tell you people to get your vaccinations and continue with them. A lot of you feel differently than I do. But that's my feeling. I've had COVID once. I had 2 days that were bad. The rest of the time, it was very mild. And that's because of the vaccines I took, I believe. So I go get the stuck today. I understand I'll have a sore arm, but that's okay. All right. I flashed this up yesterday, and somehow the story was missing. So this actually happened over the weekend. An accident at Fincantieri shipyard in Monfalcone has seriously injured one worker and is now under investigation. The incident happened when scaffolding adjacent to the mine shift relax collapsed, pinning the worker underneath. Poor weather at the time of the accident may have played a role in the collapse. I've talked numerous times about American Cruise Line. I keep trying to get them to use me. I'll keep at it. American Glory. That's the newest. of American Cruise Line's innovative 100-passenger coastal cat was officially christened in Key West, Florida. Ceremony marked a significant event at Mallory Square, docking location for the ship during Florida Gulf Coast and Keys cruises operating round trip from St. Petersburg. Congratulations to American Cruise Line. And you know, folks, these coastal cats, they have one, count them, one wheelchair accessible cabin, an elevator, so you can go from, cover all the floors. They need somebody like me to come show the world that they're accessible. I'll be happy to do it. Or answer my emails. That would work too. And finally, this morning, folks, the NCL Getaway has now been in operation for 10 years. Completed 10 years in service. When this sucker first started back in 2000 and whatever it was, 14, the Miami Dolphin cheerleaders, served as godmothers. That's probably the best looking godmothers that's ever been on a cruise ship. During a ceremony that also included a musical number by rapper Pitbull. I don't know who that is, but I do know who the Miami Dolphin cheerleaders are. Just saying, folks. I'll be politically incorrect. I try to be at least once a day. Not really, but oh well. All right, that ends the news portion of today's show, folks. Had a really nice get-together last night on the folks going on the Epic. Again, my schedule for the week. Friday's show is going to be early. How early? I don't know. 7 o'clock maybe in the morning, 7:30, 8, somewhere along in there, just so I can get out of town earlier than normal. I am going to drive to Orangeburg, South Carolina, which is my go-to halfway point, and then drive into Orlando the following day on Saturday and get on the boat on the Norwegian Epic on Sunday. I've got a nice group of people. I'm really looking forward to this group, guys. I have not sailed with any of them before, so I don't have my friends, in the group. This is going to be, all new people for me. And I'm excited about it. I've enjoyed the camaraderie and comments back and forth and planning back and forth in our private little pages that we posted. It's going to be a good group. I'm really looking forward to it. One of our people is doing a wave runner thingy. What do you call those things? Anyway, a one-man job, and they're also going kayaking. So, I mean, I can't do that, but if I can get close in my chair, I'm going to sure film it and interview her. And I might we might be interviewing a bunch of the people on this cruise when they do stuff. I need to start getting back into interviewing people. I don't do it enough because I'm so cotton picking busy anymore. Good heavens. Anyway, so then we do that. I'm on the Epic for a week. I get off the Epic. I walk down the street. I don't walk. I ride my scooter down the street and get in my car and drive to Miami. Stay in Miami next Sunday night a week, and get on the MSC Magnifica on Monday. Gary Older than Dirt who's been a regular in the chat room for some time, is going to be on that with me. Mary Ellen Haddock, that was on The Escape, is going to be on the Magnifica. Let's see, the girls, the sisters from Canada. So I've got a bunch of friends on the Magnifica. Got a couple people that I don't know, but so I always look forward to people that I know, because I've sailed with them before. They know my silliness, and obviously, you know, they like being around me, or they wouldn't have booked the cruise with me. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing Brenda and Liza this time. They're bringing a friend with them, Donna, and their mother. So I told them that Mom and I would teach these young kids how to party. Maybe Mom and I will get there out and dance some. And wouldn't that be a sight? All right. That's what's coming up. Just wanted you to know, just point out again that Friday's going to be a screwed up schedule. I'll make the best of it. I'll have something posted. If you want to pop in early, that's fine. If you want to catch it on the replay, that's fine too. All right, let's go over and see who's in the chat room giving me a hard time today. I'm sure I mispronounced something. Mike's with us. Hi, Mike. There's Steve out in Kentucky. Hot Air Tom. I didn't give Hot Air Tom a hard time today at all. I'm slipping. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. Eddie. Hi, Eddie. How you doing, my friend? Hot Air says, what is funny that the picture posted with both Icon and Wonder docked together. I thought Wonder actually looked bigger. I think actually, Hot Air, that was a little photo shopping and switching of the ships to make the larger look like the smaller. Because Icon is, it's noticeably larger when you're looking at the two ships. There's Katie. Hi, Katie. Got the morning off today. Well, good for you. Katie, I'm going to ask you about the bubbles. I promise. Not the bubbles from the champagne, Katie. The bubbles underneath the boat that make it go smoother. So you're going to have to investigate the bubbles. Kenneth's with us up in Pennsylvania. Hey, Kenneth. Katie says Icon has 20 decks. Wonder has 18. Yeah, it's a bigger ship. Not that much bigger. Yeah, the length isn't. It's about this much longer. The width is, what's it, 9 feet wider, I think it is. 3 meters wider. So, it has some additional width. Eddie says he does also. Hot Air Tom. There's Emily. Hello, gang. Emily, you've been doing a pretty good job of getting up early recently. You've been with us almost every day. I'm proud of you, girl. I locked all my cruise internet in at the going rate. Expect the rates to go up with faster service. They pulled the wool over me on this one, Hot Air Tom. I'm the first one that said, man, this Starlink thing, the cruise lines are going to save so much money. We'll start seeing internet service for free. I was wrong. Hot Air says, still a good deal. The Princess Internet at $25. Yeah, it's better than Norwegian. It's $34. But with the Princess Plus package, you can deal with that. I mean, if you buy the package up front with Norwegian, it's pretty stout. Kenneth says, and it covers gratuities and your specialty meals. Yeah, I never can keep up with what all it covers, can it? You know, I look for the drinks package in the internet. And, Norwegian, of course, I know there's 4 things with Norwegian. Norwegian, you get the drinks package, you get not the best internet, you get the crappy internet for 150 minutes. So I always have to boost that up on Norwegian ships to the streaming package. And you get the specialty dining, and then you get $25 back on excursions. And Princess Plus, I never can remember what I get on Princess Plus. I just know it's cost me $60 a day. And when I do the math out, I can't beat it. Now that the internet's $25, then that's got me down to 60, 40, $35 for drinks and all the other stuff. And my diet, I mean, what the hell? The Diet Coke package is $30 a day now. So yeah, I like that. There's Dennis. Hey, Dennis. Kenneth says, I think Princess is trying to get everybody to get the plus package. Yep, I agree. And if they keep it like it is, to me, it's worth doing. A lot of times, I mean, on Norwegian, when we've had the group cruises that the Passion for Cruises does, like the Epic, they put that package on it almost all the time. The 4 package that goes into the cost. If you do that straight up, folks, it's a little stout. But Princess is still a good deal. Carnival, it's horrendous. I mean, the drinks package alone on Carnival's like $800. I can't drink that much, folks, and still function. And I have to function on a cruise. I work a cruise, whether I'm hosting it or not. I mean, I'm always out. I'm doing my accessibility studies for the ship and for me and my channel and my blog. I'm filming for the blog, for my channel. And then, obviously I've started hosting a lot of cruises. So, I work a cruise. I don't take a cruise and have a nice leisurely vacation. So I can't drink and get toasted. I wouldn't want to get toasted when I'm running around. Either I didn't want to do it on a scooter. I sure as hell don't want to do it on a power wheelchair. I got nothing in front of me to hold me in. I hit something, man, I'm gone. Just like that lady that jammed me into the bulkhead and tore my toe up. Yes, my toe is still awful. I mean, it doesn't hurt anymore, but it looks like hell. Starlink costs about 15% per day on the average size cruise ship. 15. Oh, it costs about $1 per passenger per day. Sorry, I misread that, Dennis. $1 per passenger per day. Yeah, that's what it costs them. Give it to us for that. Give it to us for $2 or $3. Not 25. No. Or like Norwegian, 35. Come on, give us a break. I know you guys have to make up money from the pandemic. I understand that. The cruise line are making massive profits with Starlink. I completely agree, Dennis. I think it's awful. But and I can't blame Princess because they want that package sold. And that package is, to me, is still a bargain. It's still worth doing. Got to pay for the internet manager to help all the the idiots that can't figure out how to connect. Like me. As many times as I've been on a cruise, you think I know now how to do it? I'm constantly screwing it up somehow. Of course, then, you know, then I milk it. I get a lot of mileage out of the internet package. So, the Glory is a catamaran a double with a double hull. Yeah, yeah, they're catamarans. But the thing I like about Dennis, the river ships in Europe, most of them, uh, they don't have elevator shafts because of the lower bridges that they have to go under. So they're not accessible. Plus, in Europe, they, stack park them so that maybe if you have to get on one boat and cross over to another boat and cross over to another boat to get to your boat, you can't do that in a wheelchair. So they're not wheelchair accessible, most of them. I like the fact that these are accessible now. Now they only have one one wheelchair accessible cabin, but that's a start. Let us sell that out on every one of your ships, American Cruise Line. I'll be happy to do that. I'll sell if you put me on a couple of them. We'll fill up every one of them. I guarantee it. So, years ago, the Ritz-Carlton hotels had a technology butler for their internet service. Yeah, yeah. It would come to the room and set you up, fix you up. And quite frankly, one of the things when I stay, Hot Air Time has put me into a number of hotels over the last, 3 years, Hot Air Time. And most of them have been Holiday Inn Expresses. He likes them. I like them. I love their breakfast. I love the rooms. They're extremely spacious for somebody in a chair. The thing I like the most about it when I'm in one of them, all I have to do is turn my machine on and it automatically hooks up through Cindy's account. So I've got the internet without having to sit there and figure it out each time. It's amazing. I have no idea how my computer knows that. I mean, that's beyond my capability. But, I don't have to do anything. It just comes on and says, "Welcome back, Cindy." And I say, "Okay." And I have the internet. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. It's included. That saves me from having to go sign up and put in the password and the code and whatever it is. It just pops up and says, "Hi, Cindy, welcome back." And I say, one of the reasons I like Holiday Inn Expresses. Katie says, "Sorry, I missed the drive." Yeah. I know. You're going to be on the boat, Katie. We'll do it again. Don't worry. This won't be the last time that I drive through the Orlando vicinity. Check the last minute hotel rates for Orangeburg hotel tonight. Yeah, and I understand. As a matter of fact, I did last night. So, and I'm actually going to get make a commission on it. That's either here or there. Katie, if you go to South Beach, go to the Lincoln Road Promenade between Washington Avenue and Alton Road, the true heart of South Beach. Avoid Ocean Drive, which is a tourist trap. Yeah. Dennis says that every time that I'm in Miami. And I've never made it over there. And I got to do that one of these days, Dennis. When maybe I'll have time this time to get an accessible transportation over and back. Um, in the meantime, I realize it's the tourist trap, but there's some good restaurants, you know, within a decent ride from the hotel or hotels. Um, I'm staying in a different hotel in Miami this time. I can't really even remember where it is. It's downtown someplace. But maybe this time, Dennis, I'll be able to take your advice on that. Katie says, I drive to garage and take the shuttle to the ship. No time to sightsee. Yo, doing good, Chillie. Hope you are also. Yeah, I am. I'll be doing better today when I get new glasses, at least on order, so I won't have to struggle so much to read the chat room. Where do I look for the bubbles? I don't know. Katie, they're underneath the boat. They make the boat go faster or smoother or something. Less friction. I have no idea. Let's look over the side and see if there's any bubbles. I don't know. There's a video on here explaining how the micro bubble covered hull works. Okay. I'll look that up so I won't be talking out of the left side of my what. Emily says, not too bad, Chillie. Thanks. Katie says, thanks. I'll look for that. By now, there are shaftless lifts, which could be installed. Ooh. That's interesting. I'd love to see other ships become more accessible. I mean, that's one of the things that I scream about every day. Katie, sorry it's been a while since I watched the video on micro bubble covered hulls, so I can't offer details about the vid. Yeah, thanks, Dennis. That was just putting us in the right direction. Chilliecruises, send the bill for the accessible trains to Dennis. Yeah, right. By the way, I, do I have some money on some of that stuff? Hot air time. I know you paid for stuff. You gotta let me know what I need to pay. I mean, I know what I gotta pay on the cruises. I can keep track of all the other stuff. You gotta let me know on that. I tell so many about going to Lincoln Road instead, but they still go to awful Ocean Drive and get ripped off or scammed there. Okay, I promise I'm going to try to get there because I don't. It's a short drive from me. It's a 3-hour drive. I'll leave. I have breakfast, leave the hotel. I'll be in Miami by noon. So I mean, now I'll have my car. I don't have to worry about getting transportation. So, this will be a little different set of circumstances because I'm driving than the last 2 times I've been there that I flew. Hot air Tom, hot air. Come on, Tom. Hot air Tom says, check your toilet for a special hose to take the air from where to make those bubbles under the ship. Hot air Tom, that's awful. The buses are accessible in South Beach from Miami for only $22. They do have accessible buses. That's cool. I didn't know that when I was down there before. one time I drove, that was when I stayed, uh, I did drive down there one time, but I parked the car and didn't drive around any. I didn't realize there were accessible buses. I'll definitely look into that, Dennis. There's also a Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's for snacks. There's a new bar on the ship called Bubbles. Yeah, that's probably the champagne bar, I imagine. Sri Nirjano Yanni says, hello. Last time you were in Miami, the bus was right by your hotel. Yeah, well, that doesn't mean that I didn't know that. Anyway, I'll definitely look into that, Dennis, whether I take the bus or I wouldn't mind taking the bus, actually, if it's accessible. And leave my car at the hotel. That would be a nice little adventure to Lincoln Road. So we'll definitely look into that. Okay. Sri Nuranyama is from West Java in Indonesia. Bring a cooler and pop by Trader Joe's on your way home or Buc-ee's. I like Trader Joe. We have a Trader Joe. We don't have a Trader Joe's here in Lynchburg area. We've got one in Charlottesville, and I've been to Trader Joe's there several times. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Again, if you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up button. That helps the channel out a lot. And take this as my invitation to subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I go live or when a new video is posted. I just posted another this morning, as a matter of fact. Also had a really nice piece that went up on the blog site today, which is very interesting. Somebody that I am going to try to get on the show. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. As always, thanks for being with me. I hope to see everybody back here the same time, same channel tomorrow, doing some of the same silliness. For now, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. This is the old fat travel guy. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, chilly chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.